Number 13, Takaria got the best turned out going into this race. That's it, all in. Crown Prince's Cup, and they're racing. And just being steadied early on is Recovery Run, and away smartly is Marie's Diamond, who has the advantage on the inside running rail, getting plenty of encouragement in the centre. Prince Elzam to go forward. Also stepping into the picture is Encourage as they go into that first turn. So it is Prince Elzam, Marie's Diamond, and right there to the wide outside is Forbidden Land. Just in behind the pace setters, Encourage going into the back straight and sorting themselves out with Warren Point racing in around about 6th or 7th position ahead of the Kovacs. Kid is on the inside. Lucanda is next, and then further back to the slow starting Recovery Run right at the back end of the field. Going on down the far side, the overall back marker is last year's runner-up Towerek, but it is Forbidden Land in front. Forbidden Land by about 2 lengths, chased by Prince Elzam in 2nd place, with Takaria in 3rd. Marie's Diamond has to be content now with a dispute of 4th place with Encourage. Warren Point and the Kovacs Kid are running together. Goman is 3 wide, followed to the inside by Zagato, and then comes a Recovery Run by Line and Lucanda, with Port Lions on the inside running rail. Glen Savage is next, and the back marker is Towerek, and they're heading now towards the final bend. 600 to go, and it is Takaria who takes over at the top of the straight. Going with Takaria is Encourage. Here's Warren Point with a big run. Forbidden Land has lost its way, heading down towards the last 400 metres, and Encourage kicks for home. Warren Point and Richard Mullen now trying to cover the case. Just in behind them is the Kovacs Kid, who's under pressure. Byline and Goman are trying to run on. They head down towards the last 200. Warren Point, Byline and Goman are in pursuit. On the wide outside is Towerek, and heading down towards the last 100, it's the Godolphin Blue and Warren Point with a few lengths on this field, and they're playing for places at the moment. It's Godolphin again, Charlie Appleby and Richard Mullen. Warren Point will take the Crown Prince's Cup. Tight second, might just be last year's runner-up Towerek. Byline in the mix there with the Kovacs Kid, Lucanda and Goman all vying for places. So it's Warren Point who wins it. Warren Point, number 1 on the card. Richard Mullen, Charlie Appleby and Godolphin. They've done it again. Warren Point, who is a horse who came into this race on the back of a win, or the most recent win was at Kempton over 2,400. Travelled really well, edged over to the running rail, and just took a few lengths out of the field. Towerek, all credit to Towerek. Stefan Pasquier taking the ride for Hisham Al Haddad, and Victorious has taken 2nd place for the 2nd year running. Number 14, Towerek, but number 1, Warren Point, the convincing winner of the Crown Prince's Cup.
Yeah, job very much done for jockey Richard Mullen. 2 rides, 2 wins, and that one looked very, very comfortable.
Yeah, I think the main sort of goal early on was just to get him to switch off, because he can be a little bit keen, but there was a nice pace. I was able just to get on the back of Hector down the back and travelled supremely well. Dropped it. He was travelling nicely, but within myself, and turning in, he kind of picked it up again, and I was like, not yet, let's just wait till we straighten up. And yeah, look, he's a smart horse, and he's lightly raced. I think he's got a bright future ahead of him, and he's one of those, you know, he's fantastic. Debawi, and I think he'll do nothing but improve. You know, he's a big stamp of a horse with low mileage, so I think there's a lot to look forward to for the team in these types of races. And
for you personally, very satisfying coming here. You haven't been here for a few years, but another victory at this racecourse?
Yeah, I think I should come back a little bit more often. No, like I said to you earlier on, Ali, you know, it's when you're riding for this operation, you know, even when you could be on a 3rd or 4th string, you know, you're riding good horses. Like I say, it's great. I've known Charlie a lot of years, and nice for him to ask me to come here. And like I say, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, I've had a long association with Dubai. I've been riding over there for 25 years, so it's nice to you sort of repay the faith by riding winners for them. So it's yeah, it's great all round.
Now, you had a victory on King of Conquest, which was in a course record. We believe this might be as well. These fast conditions and obviously very talented horses.
It wouldn't surprise me. Like I say, the track has dried out, and it's down the back there. There's a tailwind, but there's a fierce headwind when you turn into the straight. But these fast conditions, it wouldn't at all surprise me. And they're 2 very high-class horses, so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they broke the track record. I don't think there'll be too many of fans from locals because we've lowered the colours of the convex kit, but no, it's nice and like I say, full of gratitude for everybody back at Godolphin.
Well, enjoy the reception, Richard Mullen.
We come now to the presentation for the feature race today. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa.